Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Katie. To everyone else, welcome back. I have a question for you. How do you like my new setup? I actually really like it. I'll be honest with you, we're like this because my living room is an absolute war zone. We're cleaning out all my cupboards, so yeah. But I might keep it this way. Let me know if you like it. Comment down below, or better yet, join my Instagram at the_weekly_melt_off. And let's start episode 6 of the Weekly Melt Off. So this week I want to talk about what exactly made me change my lifestyle, change my eating habits, change my activity level, but more importantly, I want to talk about what the hell does this have to do with Disney World? So to preface, I actually wanted to make this video a few weeks ago, but I got distracted by some pretty important issues that I made videos about. And I hope in the future that you watch them if you haven't already. So the question is, why did I even change? Because honestly, I could have kept on going with my unhealthy lifestyle. The way I usually dealt with pain and embarrassment was just to avoid it. I avoided thinking about the future and thought about other neutral, happy things that didn't make anything better. It just kept everything the same. I dug myself into a hole, and like most of you already know who are watching this, it is like moving heaven and earth to get out of that hole. So, in this year of insanity 2020, for those of you watching in the future, my husband and I decided to escape Jersey City at the height of the New York City period of the coronavirus epidemic. And we decided to stay with my parents in California. They lived in a county that had, at the time, 16 whole cases of COVID-19. And right now, they have over 1,300. But I digress. So we stayed there for about 3 months, from mid-March to early June, and I must have gained about 15 to 20 pounds, easy. I've no data to back me up. I mean, of course, I never touched a scale to figure that out, but I know I ate a lot and I wasn't active. I drove everywhere, and it's all my fault. I did all the cooking. Now, there were many really good reasons why I needed to lose weight, and I think I mentioned them in past videos. My heart started feeling funny, night sweats, indigestion, heartburn, my life with my husband. We were like lazy old people. We never left the house. In Fort Bragg, California, there's a thing called the skunk train. Look it up. I went on the website and they had this thing called a rail bike where you just paddle along the rail, and I couldn't do it if I wanted to because the weight limit is 250 pounds. I couldn't chase after our family corgi, cutest fucking dog, and he's overweight too, God bless him, but I couldn't chase after him. My knees and my hip would hurt. My husband told me I walked funny. And I looked at myself, and yeah, my weight was making me walk weird. On the airplane to and from California, the seatbelt was really tight. That's a scary thought. I hate how I look. I hate how I look on camera. I hate how I look in pictures. I never take a selfie. My personal Instagram is basically empty. I never post in Facebook with personal pictures. My social media presence really sucks. Doing this YouTube channel is really big for me. I think the reason that gave me the most pause is my dad. He's over 70, he's overweight, and for the first time I saw him need a cane in order to walk because his weight was putting so much pressure on his hip. And even though I saw that, I still fed him the foods that he wanted, even though I knew they were unhealthy. and I realized my unhealthy habits were affecting my dad. This situation by itself should have made me want to change my lifestyle, but it didn't, and I am ashamed of it. In fact, none of these reasons forced me to change. I knew I was in a really bad situation, but I didn't want to. And there's no logical reason behind it. It's like procrastination, but darker. I kept putting it off, even though I was slowly killing myself. I just wanted to eat. So what did make me want to change? Flippin' Disney World. I'm about to explain everything to you, but even now, I don't really understand how it clicked in my head and made me put my ass in gear. But it did. Probably because I'm a self-absorbed millennial. So here's the situation. My husband and I met about 4 years ago, and while we were still dating, we went to Disney World. My husband hates Disney World. Correction. My husband loves Star Wars. He loves Soarin'. He likes the fireworks. He wants to see Pandora, and he wants to see Tron when it comes out. But he's never been to Disney World or Disneyland as a child, so he just doesn't get it. To him, Disney World means 50 billion screaming kids, 2 to 3 hour waits in line, and just overpriced mediocrity. His words. He calls It's a Small World the doll place. I, on the other hand, drank the Kool-Aid as a child. I absolutely love it and can't get enough of it. So now, while my husband remembers all the negative aspects of our trip to Disney World, FYI, I think he's exaggerating. I remember all the great, awesome memories that we had there. But most importantly, we came out of Disney World with our relationship intact. We spent a full week together at Disney World with my particular brand of crazy. And he was like, okay, sure. So back to the present, about 2 months ago to be precise, I was going through memory lane and I was looking at all our pictures and videos of our trip in Disney World. And back then I was about 200 pounds, and I just remembered how happy we were. I wanted to go back to that. I wanted to experience that again. And that's what made it click in my head. That's what made me want to start changing my life. It became a mission with a goal at the end. And the goal was Disney World. So I decided right then and there to make a plan, which turned into a 2-year plan to lose weight, to become healthy. And as I do that, I will save money for our trip to Disney World. If you're ever wondering while you're watching my videos why I keep saying things are so expensive, it's because I'm saving for Disney World. In the future, I plan on making videos focusing on budgeting every month. It is a challenge in a city like New York to budget your food. So many of you may be asking yourself, 2 years? 2 years. You can wait 2 years to go to Disney World? So I think 2 years is an ample amount of time to screw up on my meal plan and get back together and still reach my goal weight. 1 year, I guess, would be doable, but it might be asking a little too much. Also, I need to afford this trip to Disney World, so saving a certain amount of money per month for 2 years will more than make up for our trip. And finally, the only way I could get my husband to agree with me to go to Disney World was if we went in 2022 when SpaceX or NASA began launching their ships to Mars at Kennedy Space Center. So win-win. There it is. My mission for the next 2 years. My 2-year weight loss journey, if you will. My premise for starting this channel. The next 2 years will end with a glorious trip to Disney World. Now, I'll keep everyone updated on my progress, and I'd love to get feedback from you guys. Please comment down below or join my Instagram at the_weekly_melt_off. And speaking of which, I almost forgot, I need to log in. Last week I weighed this. This week I weighed this. So we're still on track. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you next week.